What if there was a prop firm that claims to process payouts in just 33 minutes? Yeah, that's exactly what Hola Prime is promoting right now. So in this video, we're going to break down everything: the funding plans, the rules, the payout system, and whether this prop firm is actually worth trying in 2026. In today's video, we're going to do a full review of Hola Prime, and we're going to find out if this prop firm is actually worth trying. A lot of traders have been asking about lately. So in this video, we'll break everything down and see if it's something that could actually work for you as a trader. And before we jump into the review, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and also drop a comment with your thoughts about this prop firm review. So yeah, your support really helps the channel grow and helps me continue making these kinds of trading reviews for you guys. So yeah, let's start with the basics. Hola Prime is a prop trading platform that gives traders the opportunity to access funded accounts. And one thing you'll notice right away is that they actually offer two different markets here. You can trade Forex, and they also offer futures for traders who focus on the futures market. Now, according to their platform, Hola Prime is backed by a regulated and award-winning broker. So yeah, we're going to take a closer look at the features they offer and also check out the different plans available for traders. But before we go deeper into their plans, I always like to check something very important when reviewing prop firms, and that's their Trustpilot reputation. You can see that they've been slowly building a pretty solid reputation. Right now, they have around a 4.4 star rating with almost 1,000 reviews, which is actually a good sign for a prop firm that's still growing. And when you scroll through the reviews, you'll notice that many traders are leaving positive feedback about their experience with the firm. Another interesting detail is that the company is based in Hong Kong, which is something some traders may want to know before joining. Now let's talk about some of the key features they highlight on their website. So yeah, one of the biggest claims they make is that they don't deny payouts, which is something a lot of traders care about when choosing a prop firm. They also promote very fast payouts with an average payout processing time of around 33 minutes, which honestly sounds pretty impressive if it's consistent. The platform also claims to have more than 20,000 traders using their service, and their entry fee starts as low as $38, which makes it accessible for many traders who are just starting. Mentioning is their account sizes, which can go up to $300,000, is available in more than 175 countries. So yeah, that means traders from many different parts of the world can actually participate in their programs. And just to mention, they still offer both Forex and futures trading, which is nice because some prop firms only focus on one market. Another interesting marketing point is that the platform is promoted by an NBA player, which they highlight on their website. And they also strongly advertise their 1-hour payout system, which is something they really use as a selling point for their brand. All right, so now let's talk about the Forex plans they offer. Hola Prime actually provides 3 different types of funding programs. They have a 1-step challenge, a 2-step challenge, and a direct funding option, which is basically their instant funding account. So yeah, if we look at the 1-step program, you can choose between several different account plans. They have different leverage options and different tiers, including the Pro Plan, Prime Plan, and One Plan. For example, with the Pro Plan, you can start with a $2,000 account, and the entry fee is only around $19, which is relatively affordable compared to many other prop firms. One thing I personally like here is the variety of trading platforms they support. Traders can choose between MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, TradeLocker, DXTrade, CTrader, and MatchTrader. So yeah, having multiple platform options is always a good thing because traders have different preferences when it comes to their trading environment. Another interesting feature is the payout structure, because Hola Prime allows traders to choose how often they want to receive their payouts. So yeah, they actually give you 3 different payout options depending on what works best for you. The first option is a weekly payout, where traders receive around a 65% profit split. Then you have the bi-weekly payout, which increases the split to about 80%. And finally, their most popular option is the monthly payout, where traders can receive up to a 95% profit split, which is actually quite attractive compared to many other prop firms. So yeah, depending on your trading style and how often you want to withdraw profits, you can choose the payout schedule that fits you best. And of course, the next thing we're going to talk about is the requirements you need to pass the challenge, because that's where things really matter for traders trying to get funded. All right, so now let's talk about the 1-step Pro Plan. So yeah, with this plan, you basically need to achieve a 10% profit target in order to pass the evaluation. Once you reach that target, you can move forward and become a funded trader on the platform. But of course, there are some risk rules you need to pay attention to. You need to make sure that you stay within the maximum daily loss of 3% and also a maximum trailing loss of 10%. So yeah, if you manage your risk properly and stay within those limits, you'll be able to continue trading and eventually qualify for funding. And by the way, if you're a new trader joining the platform, you can actually get a 20% discount using the code. But yeah, that's a nice little bonus if you're planning to try their challenge. Now moving on to the Prime plan. So when you look at it, you'll notice that it's actually very similar in terms of account size, trading platforms, and payout options. The main difference really comes down to the risk requirements you need to follow in order to pass the evaluation. Just like the Pro plan, you still need to hit a 10% profit target to pass. But the difference here is the risk limits, because this plan has a 3% daily loss limit and a 6% overall loss limit. So yeah, you really need to manage your trades carefully if you want to stay within those rules and continue trading toward your funded account. Because at the end of the day, staying within those limits is what keeps you eligible to continue trading and eventually request payouts. So yeah, risk management becomes extremely important when you're trading under this type of program. Now the next plan is actually one of the newest options they're offering, and this is called the One plan. And this one is interesting because it has slightly different requirements compared to the others. You still get access to the same trading platforms, which is great, but the big advantage here is the profit target. With this plan, you only need to achieve a 7% profit target, which is actually the lowest profit target they currently offer. And another good thing about this plan is the risk rules. You only need to maintain a maximum overall loss of 7%. And the best part is that there's no daily loss limit on this plan. So yeah, for some traders that prefer a bit more flexibility during the day, this could actually be a very attractive option. All right, so now let's move on to their two-step challenge plan. So yeah, this program is a bit more traditional and it still comes in two versions, the Pro plan and the Prime plan. The main difference between these two is basically the leverage. If you want access to 100 times leverage, then you would go with the Pro plan. But if you prefer slightly lower leverage, then the Prime plan might be the better option for you. In terms of account sizes, both plans are pretty much the same. You can start with an account as small as $2,000 and as much as $200,000 depending on the plan you choose. And just like the other programs, they support several trading platforms. You can choose between MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, TradeLocker, DXTrade, CTrader, and MatchTrader. So yeah, it's nice to see that they give traders multiple platform options depending on what they're comfortable using. Now let's talk about the payout options available for this program. They offer on-demand payouts, which come with an 80% profit split. They also offer bi-weekly payouts with an 80% split and monthly payouts where traders can receive up to a 90% profit split. So yeah, depending on how often you want to withdraw your profits, you can choose the payout structure that works best for your trading style. Now, in order to pass this two-step evaluation, you need to complete two phases. For phase 1, you need to reach a profit target of 8%. And then for phase 2, the target is 5%. But again, risk management is very important here. You need to make sure that you stay within the maximum daily loss of 5% and also the maximum overall loss limit of 8%. So yeah, if you can stay disciplined and follow those rules, you'll be able to complete the challenge and move toward getting funded. All right, so now let's talk about something a lot of traders are usually interested in, and that is the direct funding account. So yeah, this is basically their instant funding plan, which means you don't need to pass an evaluation challenge first. With this option, you can start with an account size of $2,000, which is the lowest entry point for this program. And from there, traders can go all the way up to $100,000 in funding, depending on the plan they choose. The trading platforms available here are still the same ones we talked about earlier. Now, when it comes to profit splits, the instant funding plan also offers some decent options. Traders can receive around 80% profit split for bi-weekly payouts and up to 90% profit split depending on the plan they choose. Of course, the price of the account will vary depending on the profit split level and the account size, so the higher the profit split you want, the higher the price of the account will usually be. So yeah, it really depends on what type of setup works best for your trading strategy and budget. All right, traders. So yeah, let's continue with the direct funding plan and the payout structure they offer. Now, when it comes to the profit split, it really depends on the plan you decide to choose. Now, when it comes to the risk rules for the direct funding plan, the maximum daily loss is 3%. And the maximum overall loss limit is 5%. So yeah, just like with most prop firms, you'll need to manage your risk carefully if you want to keep the account active and avoid violating the rules. Another important rule here is something called the consistency requirement, which is set at 15%. That basically means you need to maintain consistent trading performance rather than relying on one big lucky trade. So yeah, it's always a good idea to read the rules carefully and fully understand the requirements before starting the plan. That way, you won't run into any surprises later when you're trying to qualify for payouts. Now let's take a look at the futures plans that Hola Prime offers. If you scroll through their platform, you'll notice that they currently provide two different types of futures programs. You can either go with the one-step Prime Challenge, or you can choose the direct account, which is basically their instant funding option for futures traders. So yeah, starting with the one-step Prime Challenge, traders can begin with an account size of $25,000. And depending on the account level, you can trade between 3 to 30 contracts, and the accounts can go all the way up to $150,000, where traders can trade between 15 to 150 contracts. The platform used for futures trading here is DX Futures. When it comes to the profit split, traders receive around 80% of their profits, weekly payouts, and which is pretty standard among many prop firms. Another thing worth mentioning is the entry price, because futures challenges here can start at around $30, which makes it fairly affordable for traders who want to test the platform. In order to pass the challenge, you need to achieve around a 6% profit target while maintaining a maximum drawdown of 4%. And interestingly enough, they don't have a daily loss limit for this challenge. So yeah, that means traders only need to focus on maintaining the overall drawdown while keeping the account active. Now moving on to the direct account, which is their instant funding option for futures trading. With this plan, you can also start with an account size of $25,000, and the accounts go up to $150,000, depending on the plan you choose. Just like the challenge accounts, they also offer different contract limits depending on the account size. And when it comes to payouts, traders can request weekly payouts with an 80% profit split. The good thing about this option is that you are instantly funded, which means you don't need to pass an evaluation first. But of course, you still need to follow the risk rules to keep your account active. For this instant funding plan, traders need to stay within a maximum daily loss limit of 2% and a trailing drawdown of 4%. So yeah, if you maintain those limits and trade responsibly, you'll have the opportunity to qualify for payouts. Another thing to mention is that Hola Prime also supports cryptocurrency trading, which can be interesting if you're a trader who focuses on the crypto market. Now, one of the biggest features that Hola Prime is currently promoting is their fast payout system. According to their website, the average payout processing time is around 33 minutes, which is honestly very fast compared to many other prop firms. And based on what they claim, there aren't many other platforms that can match that payout speed right now. So yeah, if fast withdrawals are something you care about as a trader, this is definitely one of the highlights they're promoting. They also mentioned that the platform has already paid out more than $3 million to traders and currently has around 20,000 traders worldwide using the platform. Another interesting feature they highlight is something called their price transparency report. So yeah, this is actually a pretty unique feature that not many prop firms offer. What this report does is provide transparent price comparisons, allowing traders to verify that the price feed they receive is aligned with trusted market benchmarks. Basically, they publish detailed reports that show tick-by-tick comparisons between their price feed and reliable market data sources. And honestly, I don't see many prop firms offering this level of price transparency. Now let's talk about another feature they provide, which is their trading tools and analytics. Hola Prime actually offers built-in tools that help traders track their account performance. For example, they provide account metrics where you can monitor important data about your account. You can also view your account performance, allowing you to see how your trading strategy is performing over time. You'll also be able to see detailed statistics such as your profit and loss, average holding time, win rate, and overall trading performance. So yeah, having access to these analytics can really help traders improve their strategies and better understand their trading habits. Another useful tool they provide is a trading journal, which allows you to review and analyze your trades. Instead of paying for a separate tracking website, you can actually monitor your trading performance directly inside the Hola Prime platform. Now going back to one of their most promoted features, which is their payout speed. Hola Prime claims to offer one of the fastest payout systems among prop firms, with an average processing time of around 33 minutes. And honestly, when you compare that with many other prop firms, traders often report waiting 3 to 5 days to receive their payouts. So yeah, if Hola Prime consistently processes payouts that fast, it definitely becomes one of their biggest advantages. If you have questions about the platform, you can also reach out to their customer support or join their Discord community, where traders discuss their experiences and share information about the different plans available. So yeah, before joining any prop firm, including Hola Prime, it's always smart to review all the rules, requirements, and conditions carefully. That way, you fully understand what you're signing up for and how to manage the account properly. Another interesting feature they offer is trading competitions, where traders can participate and potentially win rewards and prizes. So yeah, if you enjoy competitive trading environments, this could be something worth checking out. And if you browse through their website, you can even see the previous competitions and rewards they've offered to traders in the past. Pretty much wraps up our Hola Prime review. Hopefully this video helped you understand how the platform works and what you can expect if you decide to try their programs. Thank you again for tuning in, and I really appreciate you spending your time here on the channel. And of course, I'll see you guys in the next video.